Yo, it's Brazilian Jazz from Milky, and we're down here at the Aria Awards 2023.
Milky!
Festival's coming back into scene. Like,
Huge.
Splendor was crazy. The music scene's kind of back on its, it's back.
It's back, baby.
It's back,
It's
baby.
Well, for me personally, I've released an album this year, which is nice. And just, I feel like just more like live shows and I feel like after COVID it was kind of it's just everyone's coming back together and it feels really nice.
I think one of the highlights for me has been like a really deep resurgence in like Australian pop music. Troy and Kylie leading the way. It's camp, it's fun, and it's fucking good, It's good shit, and I love it.
Highlight for me over the past 12 months in the Australian music industry would have to be Troye Sivan's record. I mean, it's just, I can't stop talking about it, and it's hard to go past, but I think that kind of particularly queer representation in mainstream pop culture is incredible. The music is of an insane standard, and I must have listened to that Got Me Started song 17 times in a row when it first came out. So that is the moment for me. He is the moment.
Honestly, live music, especially after COVID, I just started with Island Records, and this entire year has been absolutely incredible, doing 5 support tours with Peach, Greta Ray, Carla, Wehbe, Jack Ray, and then Wallace, who opened for the 1975. Absolutely a busy year, and I'm live music, seriously.
Dropping my song with Stan Walker, that was a massive highlight for me.
I had my head down working on an album for 3 years, so that's been the highlight, being able to reset in this new world and express myself in a way that I can't really do outside of music. That's been pivotal for me, and it's helped a lot with the mental.
I feel like in terms of Australian music, we've been accepted globally, internationally and that, so it's been really good. I feel like the people in the industry are really taking in, especially in our scene, focused on it and more taking it more serious. So that's something I'm proud of that.
Yeah, I'd say just the world appreciating Australian music as well. I feel like the scene's starting to come together, and soon we're gonna, be up there with everyone else. So that's what I'm excited for.
The Australian music industry, there's a lot of magic and sparkle, and it's beautiful to celebrate that. But also, young Australian artists have still been going through quite a hard time post-pandemic. So radio is not playing enough Australian music. We've got a beautiful award tonight celebrating Australian music and advertising, which is awesome. The government, TV, radio can do a lot more.
Well, it's been a highlight since probably COVID to come out with my 30th album and have it be nominated tonight. It's just so blessing. I just love that. I know that sounds really personal and all about me, but hey, when in a sea of other younger faces, and that the industry is going to expand and grow as it should. And I feel so proud that after 40 years, I'm still here, still doing it for Australian women in music.
There's lots of great Australian music. I think the funnest thing about Australian music is when for me at least, when I get to see them perform live or when they're on tour, to get to see them be a little bit more themselves. I mean, you see bands like The Vans, who I absolutely love, or Panau, or a myriad of different people, but then you get to see them tour and they're such a different act. That makes sense.
Personally, I think it's just releasing songs. They're my favourite days of the year, when you've got a date and you put out a new song and you get immediate feedback from the people that listen to your music. So I've just tried to stay consistent throughout the year, and we've put out 3 singles and got the EP coming Friday, so super pumped.
For us personally, releasing our album, I feel like we've been working for it for a long time. And actually having something physical there, seeing it's just pretty insane. We've been able to tour that and get around doing that. But I feel like Australian music in general, I feel there's been a lot of diverse music coming out this year. Lots of different albums from every different genre, and I feel like it's been a great year for Australian music.
Obviously there's been so many amazing albums, but I'm a huge fan of TK's album. She's such a visionary. I'm so inspired by her creatively, and I think that's probably been my highlight.
I'd say playing shows and being able to connect with fans, pretty cool. I feel like the energy that I've been shown has been outstanding, so I'm very grateful for that.
I've been pretty excited watching Forest grow. It's been pretty cool.
I think there's been some really good positive leaps into progressive industry here in Australia, and I'm really here for it. A lot of artists seem to be breaking the mold and doing things for themselves and creating amazing art. So I think more of that next year. I'm excited for it. And yeah, just the future of Australian music is looking really good. Hopefully we can take over the international landscape.
It's been great to see, everybody getting out and performing again. And yeah, I went to see a number of shows this year, my favourite being Matt Kobie, and he's been nominated for many awards tonight, so hopefully, fingers crossed for him.
We got to play Down Under with Colin Hay in America, so not really Australian, but that was pretty cool.
He's kind of Australian.
Yeah, he's kind of Australian.
I think Kylie Minogue making a comeback.
That's very true.
It is, yeah, iconic.
I'm going to roll with that too.
It's been really cool to see Troye Sivan's success just skyrocket. I feel like we're all proud of, our fellow Aussies that get success. So yeah, I think that's a big one.
I feel like playing shows, just like everyone getting back into that, the swing of that. I've been noticing like everyone's been playing shows again lately, and being around and amongst that too, and making so many friends in that. I've met so many friends from playing, some of the festivals over here, which has been really cool. I feel like the community just feels stronger than ever at the moment, which I love.
I've done a bit of travel this year, and I absolutely go nuts whenever I hear an Australian song in a random Greek club. I'm like, I was in Thailand, and I think it was either Fisher or Dom Dollar came on, and I was like, oh, Australia's calling. So it's those moments for me. It's like, love how big Australian music is getting. It's just going global.
Highlight for me time presenting an award, so I'm really excited about doing that, and it's for Best Dance Electronic too. So yeah, Dom Dollar's up for it, Fisher's up for it. They're both my mates, so if they're here tonight, I'll be looking forward to catching up with them.
I love Sorrento Moon. I love horses. I love. There's so many. I don't. But a lot of them are like classics.
It's so hard. But I'm just going to say something from Tame Impala. Like, I don't know this very second, but I'll say like Borderline or Elephant.
Do you know what? The You and Me Flume track, I play in all my sets. I actually played that in my set the other night, and I closed my set with it, and it went fully off. So yeah. You and Me Flume is a big record, man.
I'm going to have to say Tightrope by Stephanie McIntosh.
GTFO.
You mean by
GTFO, yeah.
By
Genesis. It's a banger.
I don't know. Who's Red Foo? Because wasn't one of them Australian? And I just pictured that. I was like,
or the Catch My Disease guy.
Is that Ben Lee?
Yeah.
Ben Lee?
Jet, are you going to be my girl? Yeah, definitely.
Mine's probably, I feel like Rufus Du Sol In a Bloom is just such a beautiful song, electronic.
Wait, can I change my song? I want to say Temper Trap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sweet Disposition.
Ooh, I think favourite Australian song is a toss-up between Jet and Powderfinger, but I'm going to go My Happiness. Yeah, that was one of our first covers when we started playing shows. We've had a few moments at festivals where we've played that, and then the crowds really come together. So, yeah, I'd say My Happiness.
You as well? I reckon How to Make Gravy by Paul Kelly. That'd be my shout.
Yeah, great song. Look, I'm actually going to say somebody that I used to know. It's just like undeniably a world-class song and was treated as such. And I think that song, sprinted so many other songs could, run and potentially sprint alongside it.
It might have to be You Don't Think You Like People Like Me by Alex Lahey.
Ooh, KAHUKX.
That's not mine.
Oh, well.
That is a good contender.
I think that's probably a big group answer, is just KAHUKX.
I like Blue Sky Mine by Midnight Oil.
Oh, yeah, actually, sorry, Cold Chisel. We love the Oils.
I can't say all-time favorite, but at the moment, Padum. I think that's so iconic. I'm sure other people have said it, but great. Love Kylie.
Oh, this is it. Actually, this is easy. I'll say A Million Tears by Casey Chambers.
Running Away by Delta Goodrem. I grew up on that song, and so I'm obsessed with it.
Treaty by Yoffie Indy.
Oh, that's a hard one, bro. Down Under, 100%. I don't know, to be honest. I'll be like, I have a song in my head, but I forgot the name.
Probably I Touch Myself, Chrissy Amphlett. And I'll tell you why. Well, she gave that song to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. And I think that she proved that you can be of value even in and even outside of your own live stream, and that your work can live on and do good things even after you've gone.
I think a friend put me onto Who Could It Be Now recently. Is that the title of the song or is that the hook? I don't remember. I should know this.
I'm in the exact same position. I always remember the lyrics and then I'm like, is that what it's called?
We're going to run with that. We're going to say that. A beautiful saxophone in that song, but he explained to me the meanings, and it was about struggling with schizophrenia, and it added an entire new perspective to that song that I thought was just kind of a party anthem, and that, yeah, it's resonated very heavily with me.
I'm going to say something like Missy Higgins, like Scar or something.
Do you know what? Missy Higgins will always have a soft spot in my heart, so probably Scar by Missy Higgins. Every time I hear that song, I'm up.
Maybe a bit of like In Excess. I feel like they always know how to. That's yours.
I'm gonna go Sleepless Flume.
Yeah, that's a massive. Yeah, that's a good tune.
I would be inclined to say something Powderfinger, because I was brought up on Powderfinger religiously. My mum was obsessed with Bernard Fanning. We went to all the shows. Major fangirl. Probably, these days.
I don't know if I can answer this question truthfully, other than just thinking of like the first thing on top of my head. It's probably like, I'm going to go cliche and I'm just going to say any Paul Kelly song, just because it's like very cliche Australian, but he's an incredible songwriter. Otherwise, maybe like some a Michael Hudgens song, maybe anything like that, classic. It's good.
Lude just did one with Colin Hay, a remix of, is it called Land Down Under? Which was pretty sick. I mean, Land Down Under is pretty iconic Australian. But, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. And I love Colin Hay and Lude, but it's Tin Arena Chains.
There's just too many.
If it's ended in 6 minutes, Billy Ocean, Caribbean Queen. That's my karaoke song. So yeah, I love that tune.
You know what? In spirit of today, I'd have to say Jolene by Dolly Parton.
Moon by Yost. I was going to send him a message today. I'm going to as well. He's an incredible artist. He writes music that literally makes me want. I'm not even joking. This morning when I was in the shower, I was like, if the world was ending right now, I'm not even joking, what would I listen to? And it was Yost by Moon, and I put it on and I pictured the world ending while I was showering. Yeah, that's what happened.
Spice Girls, spice up your life. I mean, obviously, it's going to be that moment where I spiced up my life.
All Too Well, Taylor Swift, but not the 10-minute version, because that would take up the whole time. But maybe that's a good thing.
4 minutes to save the world, but in 2 minutes' time.
I'm going to listen to Ribbons by Ryan Beatty.
Saturate by the Chemical Brothers. Go out with a bang.
Yeah, I'm sticking by it. If the World Was Ending, JP Sachs, Julia Michaels, my audition song. Yeah, makes sense.
Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen.
For now, it's Padum.
Yeah, let's go Kylie Minogue, Padum.
Give Me a Man After Midnight, ABBA. Yeah. Mine's Can You Do It Again by Funkadelic.
I'll Be Seeing You.
Love Is Everywhere by this dude that I can't remember the name of. How about you?
There's a song by Bert Humperdinck, and it's called Quando. I think it's called, and it's like Quando, Quando, Quando. I don't know if it's Quando or Quando, Quando. I'd probably listen to that.
Padum. Twice.
Changes by Tupac. I've said before, that's like my all-time favorite, one of my all-time favorite hip-hop songs. So yeah, I'd say Changes by Tupac.
Probably we've lost, Maria, we've lost Dancing by Fred again.
Oh, I'm putting a little baby on or something. Yeah, I don't know. I probably just freestyle Little Baby and just jam the last 6 minutes.
It has to be Kingston Town by UB40. It's one of my favorite songs.
I reckon The Final Countdown.
Yeah, what's that one? Let's Get This Party Started. What's that one?
Yeah. Let's get it started.
Okay, another planet's about to collide. I'm thinking like Final Countdown, something like from a movie, you know. Otherwise, maybe just or we could just go real sad for a minute. Maybe a bit of like Frank Ocean, Blonde, Get in My Feels. Yeah, it just depends. I think it's gonna depend who I'm with. If I'm with family, if I'm with girlfriend, if I'm with if I'm by myself, it'll change the whole vibe. I gotta like cater to everyone else's taste in this situation.
Oh my lord, that's the hardest question in the world.
2024, I have just been finishing up a new record, so I'm hoping that that'll start coming out in 2024. And I'm here today because I'm nominated for scoring a film called Ride. And yeah, I hope there's a little bit more of that kind of work on the horizon. But I'm looking forward to getting back to releasing some new music as Gordi.
More gigs, and more gigs.
I actually just signed a deal last week, so I'm putting out an album in 2024. It will be my first album. So yeah, 13 songs. So I'm a little stressed, but trying to just get them all done. But yeah, I'll be putting that out early next year.
I just want to write music that I love consistently and not get caught up in thinking about what it should be or how it should go. I just want to be able to turn that tap on and enjoy being on. So yeah, that's my goal. Whether or not it happens, we can't control it.
I have a clothing label coming out called Space Cowboy. So much more music, more shows. My aim is to not be bored next year, so yeah, I'm just not going to stop.
I've got an EP coming next year. Also opening up a music studio in my community. So those two things are probably the biggest things that are happening next year. But also, who knows? There's going to be a lot that's going to go on next year. I've got a baby coming. That'll be this year. But any day now, so yeah.
2024 is going to be a lot of shows, a lot of writing, and just, really enjoying getting back into the writing process and recording process for me. I'm super excited about it. I love touring, and I feel very at home on the road, but I feel equally as home in the studio, and I'm really excited about that.
Just released my album, so now I'm just touring non-stop. Obviously, I'm in Oz at the moment, going to Canada, and then to Japan, and then I'm in India for New Year's Eve, which is going to be amazing. And then, next year, just making more bangers for you guys, continuing touring, and I'm living my dream right now, so I just want to carry on doing what I'm doing.
Just bridging the gap globally, making more songs, making more hits,
Yeah, vice versa, yeah. Working on an album next year, that's good. But yeah, just bridging the gap as well as him. We're bridging the gap overseas, mostly UK and that. Yeah, that's the vibe.
Before that, I've got a Christmas album coming out this Friday, so I'll be busy doing that until Christmas. And yeah, so check that out. And then next year I'll be doing more touring. Hopefully I have some dates to go to Europe as well and to Korea, which is my mother country. And so, yeah, lots happening.
More writing, more music, more fun in politics. Yeah.
Hopefully a lot of new music. We're going to be touring around a lot, trying to get overseas a bunch as well to play some shows.
Hopefully releasing more music, touring, and an EP. So, yeah, lots to come.
I'm going to be making music.
And releasing music.
And I am also going to be releasing music.
And yeah, Northeast has some new music coming, so pretty excited. And then
It's really good. I've listened to all of it. It's awesome. It makes me want to. I'm not allowed to talk about it, but it's fun. It's very fun. Parties. Northeast Party House.
I was going to do the same thing, but yeah, Northeast music. It's great.
2024, I feel like is going to be. I've been doing a lot of writing and kind of fleshing out some new songs. So I'm keen for just like a new era of Eliott. I think someone who I feel more myself. So yeah.
Bigger, better, and more scary outfits.
Probably writing our next album.
So busy this year, so it'd be good to chill out and just write some music.
We got song coming out. We also looking at writing an album too. We're going on tour. I have my last show in Sydney on the 14th of December as well. I know that's not next year, but and then we also have a song coming out in 3 weeks too.
I'm looking forward to seeing my daughter's release. She's going to be releasing her first record, and I guess I'm just going to be playing mum and looking after her and making sure she knows where she's headed. Look before you jump!
We're going to hit the ground running. I've got my debut EP coming out this Friday. And we've got so much music. When I say we, I've got so much music just sitting there ready to go. So we'll sit down at the end of the year and just figure out a plan for next year. I'll write more songs, obviously, but I think we've got enough there to carry us through for a while.
Got lots of new music coming. It's going to be pretty different to anything I've released before. I'm super excited. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
A lot more music, heaps of music, couple EPs, and we'll just keep playing shows and keep partying. Yeah. Yeehaw.